Mitrom and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps Educational Channel. This is your presenter Dr. J. Reddy. We are looking at our fascinating series of human demography population explosion series 2. If you are new to my channel, I have made more than 290 presentations with immaculate maps and icons on varied diverse topics, and you can go and look at them and enjoy listening those presentations at South Asia Maps J. Reddy YouTube channel. You can look at it. I have opened a playlist in that channel called Human Population. We are talking about the human population explosion today. In the first part, I talked about what is 1 square kilometer means. That is 100 hectares, 250 hectares. If there are 1,000 people live there, around about 200 families or 250 families. What is the implication of visible acreage, invisible acreage? We are continuing it further. Part 2, the population of the Gangetic Plains, which has a density of 1,000 people per square kilometers. We will continue our other series later. That is today's fascinating presentation. Gangetic Plains, every district has round up 1,000 people per square kilometers. 1,000 people per square kilometers is a serious issue. This icon represents a population elephant on the planet Earth. 2023 we have 8 billion humans on the planet Earth. This area has a very high population density, population explosion. That is the point we are discussing today. So here I have mentioned the population density. Say United Provinces around about 987 people live there, and next Bihar 1319 per square kilometers, Pashchim Bengal 1125, and Purbi Bengal 1106. That is today's Bangladesh, east of Radcliffe Line. That is Hooghly Bhagirathi demarcation, a distributary of Ganga River. So that is the topic of today's fascinating presentation. Population density, if you take a square kilometer, how many number of organisms live there? The plant population per square kilometer in agricultural land, any animals per square kilometer, or human animals per square kilometer. That is in this Gangetic Plains is a form of the greater Indo-Gangetic Plains. Here we see the Indraprastha, Delhi, the Yamuna river here, Ganga river here, this is the Chambal river here. So you can see this the Doba region, upper Doab, middle Doab, lower Doab. That is the Meerut division, Agra division, the historic Kanpur region. South of this is the Bundelkhand region, that is Jalon Plains and Hamirpur Plains and Banda Plains. North of Ganga, you can see Rohilkhand region, that is essentially Moradabad, Bareilly, Rampur area. Further north, the Terai region overlapping with the Kingdom of Nepal. Then we have Awadh region. Northern part is Saryu Plains, the southern part is Gomti Plains, Awadh historic. Then you have Purbiya region. Then enter into Bengal, this is the Tirhat region, that is the Champaran region essentially. Then Mithilanchal, then the Simanchal region, that is the Araria, Purnia, Katihar and those areas, Magad region and Sonpur region and Magad and Nalanda, Patna, Patliputra, Anga region, that is Bhagalpur, enter into Bengali speaking areas. Northern part is Tera, essentially dwarfs. Then the Gaur region, the Malda and Rajashahi in the East Bengal, the Rar region close to Purulia, the Rar region. Then Presidency division east of Hooghly River, west of Hooghly River is the historic Bardman division. Then the Wanga region, the Gaur region, the Dhaka region, Sylhet region, Chittagong region, Borisal region. This is the Gangasagar, Bay of Bengal. This is the Ahom's land, Brahmaputra Valley, and so on. This is the historic, I have separate presentation that was once upon a time historic Bengal before the bifurcation of Punjab and Peshawar Basin, that is a Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, that is 27 divisions. On the eastern side, lower side, we have like Agra, Lucknow, Allahabad, Faizabad, Jhansi, Benares, Gorakhpur, Patna, Chota Nagpur, that is the Bhagalpur, and so on. You can look at that. That's the historic region that has more than 1,000 people per square kilometers. I have given here 1,000 people per square kilometers. India has 1400 million people, that is a 3.2 million square kilometers. 1400 divided by, let's say, 3.2, or you make it like 1500 divided by 3, you will get 500 or so. This is the population round about 2020. So 438 people live in India an average per square kilometer. Pakistan has 800,000 square kilometers, that is round about 0.8 million square kilometers land. It has 220 million people, that is round about 275 people per square kilometers. South Asia, the East Bengal, the Bangladesh has a 166 million people live in 150,000. Here is the 1,000 I am talking about. That is 0.15 million, that comes round about 1,000 people. If you mix all these two together, there will be 1,800 million people, 4 million square kilometers, round about 450 million people. 450 people per square kilometer. ESA has 33. Planet Earth as a whole has 54 people living per square kilometers. You compare this Gangetic Plains, that is the Gangetic Plains. Uttar Pradesh has 237 people, 240 units. These are 1,000 square kilometers always. 230, 240, round about 1,000 you will get there. Bihar has 124, instead of 94 units, that is 1,000 square kilometers, make it 100. That means the 100, that 100 nothing but 0.1. This is the million, right? You have to convert into million. 0.1 means you will get almost 1240 means 1319. Then West Bengal has 100 million people, 88,000. That means if you make it 100 almost, 0.1 million. So that means you will get around about 1,000, 1125. East Bengal also 166 million. People live in an area of 150,000 square kilometers, that is 0.15 million. If you make it around about 1106. So that is the population density of this Indo-Gangetic Plains. You start at Delhi here, go all this area, and finally you end up in this Chittagong area, Cox's Bazar, next to Burma and Gangasagar. Every district, every village, every square kilometers, round about 1,000 people per square kilometer. Of course, if it's an urban area, there will be more. We are not talking about urban areas. We are distributing the population uniformly. That is the population elephant on the planet Earth as 8 billion. This is the population elephant on the Indo-Gangetic Plains. The living organisms for the geographical area, people per square kilometer. And this is the Schwarzberg Historical Atlas, very interesting atlas. You see some of these geographical areas, the Chittagong region, and we discussed all this, United Provinces, the former, and when British conquered India, they started surveying extensively, and they formulated the concept of the districts. And we are talking about the east of Indraprastha, this Indo-Gangetic Plains today. And if you look at it in the three-dimensional, in the Indo-Gangetic Plains, here south of Nepal and Terai, and here I have highlighted just United Provinces, UP in this, and you can move further into Bihar here and West Bengal and East Bengal. From Indraprastha, Delhi to Chittagong here, every square kilometer has nearly 1,000 million people. That is a redundant population. We should think about it. It's a very, very important concept. And any understanding of the history, politics, demography in this area has to discuss this runaway population. That's what I wanted to bring to my audience attention. And Mitram and Bonbon, thank you very much for listening me today. And I really appreciate, and if you like the channel, please try to subscribe it and bring it to the notice of your friends. And I love to hear any of your comments or suggestions or notes on this presentation. Please do take some time and add what you think about the presentation. Today's presentation, Population Explosion Series, Gangetic Plains, from Delhi to Chittagong, has an average 1,000 people per square kilometer. That is the population elephant in India. So thank you very much. See you later in other presentation.